The feeling of disgust it's a funny thing because it has a massive importance in our everyday life, yet it's wildly underrated. The feeling of disgust is so important in our everyday life that it not only dictates our hygiene behaviors, but it also determines who we want to kiss, if that girl will want to sit next to us, how close we get to people, who we're gonna shun, and even who we want to mate with. Well, if you've been scratching your head wondering why all the girls around you are as far away as possible from you, it could be that you probably disgust them. Today, I'm gonna show you the 5 things that most men do that completely disgust women. If that sounds interesting, let's hop into it. Number 1. Uncontrollable Woodies. Girls get automatically disgusted by a dude that's always horny, or if you get horny while she's talking to you. According to a Disgust researcher, yes, I know, that was my reaction too. They're real. There are 3 categories for which a person will feel disgusted. You got the moral disgust, you got the sex disgust, and then you got the hygienic disgust, which is mostly based on bacteria and disease avoidance. But sex being one of the things that women are disgusted by. So if she sees you that you're on the hunt and she has 0 interest in you, your chances forever convincing her to like you are pretty much killed at this point. She's disgusted. This is because when women are ovulating, their olfactory cues, they're heightened. And a bad mating decision for women is immensely costly because they get pregnant. So they've evolved to be very selective when it comes to their mating. Fortunately, sexual arousal in women dampens her disgust levels, which is why us men are still in the game. Number 2, sweating profusely. When guys have sweat stains all over their body, you just seem dirty, like you don't shower, and like someone that just has too much fat on their body and doesn't take care of himself at all. That's the exact disgust response women will get, even if it's not true. You see, because I'm a skinny guy, and even I sometimes sweat profusely, especially now that it's summer and humidity is out the roof. So what I do is I make sure that I always use our sponsor's Thompson T undershirts to make sure this never occurred. Because it doesn't matter how sharp you look or how good looking you are, as soon as these sweat stains start appearing, like I said, their first gag reflex will be of disgust. Now what I personally like using Thompson Tees is because unlike any other undershirt that I've personally seen, because these in the armpit area have something that's called a hydro shield, which is basically a pad. However, this pad is not just cloth. The pad is proprietary technology to this brand where on the side that's close to the skin, it'll absorb all the moisture, which is i.e. all the sweat, and then on the other side, it evaporates as water. I've seen tests of this run, and I've done it myself, where you can spray water on one side of this thing profusely, put a paper towel on the other side, and it's not gonna be wet. You do this with a regular undershirt tee, and if you sweat profusely today, you're gonna sweat right through your undershirt onto your main shirt. Now the cool thing with Thompson T is that they have a lot of options because they have the white undershirts, gray undershirts, black, and they even have a new skin tone color undershirt, which is perfect because it blends with your skin tone. You can throw on a white t-shirt on top of it and nobody would know that you're wearing an undershirt because there's no contrast. You can't tell. And then on top of that, they come with deep V-necks. So if you wear them under a button-up dress shirt, you can easily unbutton a few buttons and still your undershirt will never peek through. Now the best part about all these is that they're super affordable. They're like around 20 bucks, but here's the kicker. For right now, they're gonna do a special offer for you guys because I know summer is right now and it's blazing hot. So I want to make sure you're not disgusting any woman out there and you pick up at least one for yourself, but if you're smart, you'll pick up several. These are freaking awesome. There's going to be a link down below to Thompson T with the special code that's going to get you an extra 25% off this already affordable undershirt. So if I were you, for this special offer that's a limited time, I would pick up several for summer and you'll be prepared. You'll never have to worry about a sweat stain again. I promise. Number 3, how dirty your bathroom and bachelor pad are. One thing that a woman will always judge a guy on is in the place that they live in. And if you ever bring a girl over to your pad, you better be sure that you clean up your room, you clean up the pad, and you clean up the bathroom. I promise you she's going to look around and micro-judge every corner of that apartment. Women are disgusted by men's room, and they have the reason to do, because there's been studies that show that a men's bachelor pad can be up to 15 times dirtier and more filled in bacteria than a woman's apartment, to the point that they even have found fecal matter and bacteria on the coffee table. In other words, us men, we're literal pigs and women are right about it. And if they see this in your room, they're gonna start making judgments, they're gonna get a gag reflex, they're gonna be disgusted, and I promise you, you're not getting a second chance. Number 4, your dirty fingernails. I've told you this time and time and time again. This is an area so many guys neglect, but your fingernails, girls look at this stuff. I promise you, every time you give a girl a hand or she sees you caress her face, she's looking at your fingernails. She's not even looking at your eyes. This is because girls do macro judgments on micro or minute details. So if she sees that your nails are uncut, she's gonna know you're a dude that doesn't take care of himself. How are you gonna take care of her or the relationship? If she sees that your nails are dirty, she's gonna assume that you're a dude that doesn't shower. You think she's gonna wanna make out or mate with the man that doesn't shower? She's gonna disgust them and have them running the other way. Finally, number 5, your crude jokes. Boys, you just can't have locker room talk everywhere. You can't be just walking around saying you're gonna be grabbing girls by the meow. Crude jokes are just offensive. It's of low taste, of low class, and when girls hear you talk about them and laugh about them, they'll be disgusted by you. And in her eyes, you're a disgusting pig and you got no chance. And that's basically it for this week's video, guys. Those are 5 things that so many men do that drive women away. They find you disgusting for it. If you guys liked this video and found it informative, don't forget to drop us a like down below. Also, don't forget to check out our sponsor, Thompson Tea. They're going to be linked down below as well. That's it for me today. See you next time.